Engine 14, Medic 3, ALS 32, respond and stage at 511 Walnut Street, off of East 5th Street in Government Place. Report of multiple shooting victims.
Welcome to part 1 of our series where we explore the emotional tolls of firefighting. So, the emotional toll can manifest in many ways. We often experience grief and sadness from witnessing the aftermath of fires and other accidents, and people always ask me, what's the most gruesome thing you've ever seen? And honestly, it's a tough question because the reality is there's no shortage of horrific scenes, and they don't want to hear about the image of a kid who lost his life because of abuse. They only want to hear about a cool car wreck or some cool house fire. So with that, let's talk about some of the emotional pitfalls. Repeated exposures to traumatic incidents is just one reality firefighters face. I couldn't even begin to tell you the number of times I've seen somebody's insides on the outsides, and that's just one type of traumatic incident. Now, hear me out. Firefighters are usually pretty good at emotionally detaching from the incident, but sometimes it gets to us, the sight of a incinerated body, sick and dying children, crush injuries, hangings, a gnarly car or motorcycle wreck. These things can be overwhelming, and the list goes on and on. We encounter things like bloated and decomposing bodies, families in complete shambles after losing a loved one. All of these experiences can lead to immense stress and ultimately lead to PTSD. And it may sound like it's just the images of these scenes that causes this, but it's not. It's the stories behind them, the families torn apart, and the lives changed forever. And it's because of things like this that firefighters rely on each other, not just as colleagues, but as a family. It's important to have that support system, and that's one of the reasons why they call the fire department a brotherhood. So, as either a future firefighter or a current firefighter, if you want to have a long career, it's important that we learn to disconnect the trauma of others from our personal lives. We focus on doing the best job we can in the moment, and after the call's over, we try and leave everything we just experienced at the door and move right on to the next one. The emotional challenges are real, and while I could easily create a 5-part series just on firefighter mental health, this video aims to shed light on a deeper reality we face. It's not always about the camaraderie and action-packed moments. There's a profound level of preparation needed for the mental challenges that current and future firefighters must be ready to tackle. Thanks for joining me today. Don't forget to be on the lookout for the remaining parts of this 5-part series on things not often talked about in firefighting. As always, guys, stay safe, good luck, see you next time.